What do you think the biggest issue with modern dating is?
I think like men think the grass is always greener. They always think they can like get something better, whereas I feel like women don't have that. Like we've never had that opinion about men. So I think it's just making the dating game harder for women. Yeah.
And so, and a lot of guys do this actually, and I hope that guys listening know that this isn't the move. They'll be like, oh, it's inconvenient for right now because I can't see her for a week or 2 weeks. So I'm going to wait to text her till I'm back in town. No.
Nope.
Terrible idea.
No.
Because we are busy. We are dating other people. We could meet the love of our lives.
If I went on a date with a guy who's single and he's not fucking any other girls, then I would be like, well, why isn't he? Like, what's wrong with him? Obviously, there's been some flags going off for other girls to make them avoid the situation. So, I mean, like, I personally would be.
That modern women are far more concerned with their own well-being than men's. Male happiness does not even register in the conversation. And that's the problem, gentlemen, because we have taken your eye off the ball. I am going to stand up and say, I am here with you too. This is why I don't talk crap about my former relationships where they failed, because I say it many a times, I was not the man that I needed to be in those situations. And I did not make my standards, my boundaries, and my requirements, I didn't stand on them the way I should have. You know, one thing that happens when you become a man on his purpose, you are given a gift. When you are on your purpose as a man and you really know what it is you stand for, the universe gives you a gift. It's called the gift of goodbye. You are willing to walk away from anybody or anything that lays opposite of your purpose. Gentlemen, get the gift of goodbye. Too many of us have sat in situations and relationships, and whether it's business, romantic, and or other, where the person wasn't doing what they were supposed to be doing, and you tried to negotiate. One of the first things that modern men have mastered is the art of being alone. You're going to have to take the time and take time out to be alone. 12 months, 24 months, 36 months, as many as 5 years. But once you learn how to be by yourself, you get the gift of goodbye. Then you have to also understand something. You're going to need to deal with women in a different way. You can talk all this stuff all you want to, but you got to understand that when you have your standards, your boundaries, the things that you deal with, women are so used today to people trying to make them happy. The notion of trying to make you happy is a foreign concept.
Got this comment and I needed to comment on the comment. So yes, my brother jokingly said one day that he was at a bar with me, whatever, and he went up to this woman. He goes, "Are you happily married or just married?" I mean, I'm sure he got a good laugh out of it, but that's a good one. That's a good line. I mean, I don't think people should be out there cheating on people or picking up married women, but there's a point. This guy knows what he's talking about, or girl. I don't know who it is.
Does anybody want to get married? Because I need to get on this. Like, I need to have kids. I need to get married before my grandparents pass away, and I also need to have kids before my dog passes away, because he's a really good kid dog. I'm running out of time. You guys, it is hard out here. So applications are open. If you want to. It'll be hard, but I'm fun.
I really can't imagine being engaged to somebody and like going through the wedding process with somebody you're not head over heels with. But I think people do that
all the time.
I think they're like, they just settle. They're like, this is probably what it's going to be like.
I have a legit rule for myself. I would rather be alone than ever settle.
So many people, the more and more I really think about it, being at our age now, I'm like, oh, wow, people are afraid to break up. They'll just walk right through a red flag because they don't want to be alone.
We're at an age where people start getting engaged. So when people see their friends getting engaged, they just like marry their boyfriend.
Yeah.
Who's like supposed to just be their boyfriend, not their husband.
Like if everyone around you is starting to propose, you're like, oh, that's the natural step for me next. you're right. There's such a big difference between the boyfriend guy and the guy you can marry. And they're two totally different things. And I think they're two totally different feelings. The boyfriend we're all really familiar with, but the husband one doesn't come all the time. But like, you know it without a shadow of a doubt, I think.